Welcome to Drag It Out. My name is Sherman.
And this is Chris.
And I haven't thought of anything.
We are.
Alright, we done. That was the intro. So, the first thing that just recently happened was the Super Bowl. Just happened this Sunday.
Yes.
And Rhianna performed.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about the football because it's not my thing.
I didn't watch it anyway.
Alright, so we're going to just go straight to her performance because you watched it and then I watched it live. I think he watched it today at some point.
Yeah, like fucking 25 minutes ago.
Alright, so what was your thoughts on her performance?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Okay, just kind of cool. Like, have you seen, like, so compared to, like...
I mean, I love Riri, so, I like this, all the songs that were coming on. I'm like, damn, these are all fucking hits. So okay, I love Rihanna. I don't want any people coming for me or anything like that. I'm just saying, I love Rihanna. I like her music. Like, I love her body of work. But I've always grew up watching Michael Jackson, Beyonce, like, entertainers that perform, like, a lot, right? Yeah.
And Michael Jackson is the reason the Super Bowl halftime show became so big. Before then, it was just
Michael
like small
Jackson
artists.
is just a fucking king in his own right, you know?
Yeah. So my thing is just like her performance. I thought it was safe, right? Like I get it. She's pregnant. No one knew, so she announced it during she didn't announce it, but she kind of showed you during performance. Yeah, she was visibly pregnant.
Yeah.
So I listened to that, or after watching that, I was like, I watched it the second time. Because the first time I was kind of disappointed. I wanted it to be more dance and make it wild, make it crazy. But Rihanna's not really a performer. That's just fact.
She's also pregnant.
Okay, you keep saying pregnant, but she could have just not been like 10 feet up in the air. She could have stayed on the ground and performed. She didn't have to be in the air.
That's true.
But anyway, like I like the performance. I watched it through again and he was right. And I'm going to say the same thing I said on my social media tweet that I wrote, but I kind of deleted it afterwards because I didn't want nobody coming for me. Get Twitter canceled, especially right after Rihanna's performance. So I wrote the music carried, like every song was iconic from her, like, you know, catalog of music and her resume. So she came with like every heavy hitter that was good. So every song spoke for itself. You could have closed your eyes and felt like you was still like banging it out to each song.
Yeah. So
I think at the end of the day, it was less about like, you know, her physical performance and more about the nostalgia of every song that came on.
Yeah, but see, also, I think that's actually a smart move on her part, especially knowing that she is pregnant and that she probably can't do all of these crazy acrobatic things during her performance. So instead, she lifted up the performance with fucking bangers.
Yeah, she did. She did really good with the music. And I will give her credit, right? Because I watched a lot of Rihanna old videos when she would perform live and she would do weird, quirky things that were just not common. Like, she did one where her hair shook really fast and I was just like, seizure alert. So, I will say she was on point. She was hitting all the dance moves, the little dance moves she did. And she didn't even look scared on that platform in the sky when she was on. I would have been terrified. I was like, she probably high as fuck. That's what it is. She thinks she on the ground because she must have been high. But and then again, so I don't know. The performance was great music, dancers, the scenery was fine. People was making a joke since she's pregnant that like she was in all red and everybody else was white, and people was like, that's like all the white men, the people in white, dancers in white was like ASAP sperm trying to get to her. That's why, like, she was pregnant. It was a whole thing.
Oh my god!
But I mean, she did good. You know, good for her. But she ain't coming out with no album now that she about to drop a baby.
I mean, that's the best album you can drop, right?
What, the baby? Oh my god, that was so. Oh my god, I'm secondhand embarrassment.
Oh come on, that was a good one.
An album, a baby, I guess. Okay,
yeah, that's the next chapter, you know.
Yeah, true. Anyway,
and that's not. I guarantee you, once the fucking baby comes out, she's either gonna have a postnatal depression album, or she's gonna have a happiness album about her child and the fucking greatness that is brought into her life.
Ain't no way that's happening. And you want to know why it's not happening? Because her fans been waiting 11 years for her to drop a fucking album. And if it's about a baby or the happiness of a child, they can be like, we're trying to fucking bump. Unless that baby talk about, bitch, better have my money.
That's already been done, though, you know?
Then make something better.
Exactly.
But you know what?
She's gonna make something that means something to her heart, not something that means something to some fucking Becky in the club showing her asshole to everybody on the dance floor.
So what she want to show is her asshole. That's what Becky want to show in the club.
Yes.
Anyway, I listen. If she, regardless of what she do, she's gonna be successful. She's already a billionaire. She already has a makeup line. She already has a clothing line.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like I mean, at this point, I don't think it matters.
She really doesn't need to. She's become more of a like a public figure, like a entrepreneur than a artist. You know, and I feel like that's where most artists who really make it end up at. Like, look at P. Diddy. That guy doesn't rap anymore. He owns a lot of shit. Yeah. You know? Look at 50 Cent. He doesn't really rap anymore. He just owns a bunch of shit. All of, like, same with Snoop Dogg, all of the, Ice Cube, all of the greats from back in the day, you know, Dr. Dre, all of that, they eventually expand their business and start making money doing things that basically allow them to preserve the life that they've curated for themselves, and then just continue doing that without having to actually put in very much work.
Okay. I'm going to give you an example, and I'm going to wrap this up before we go to the next topic, is that look at it from the perspective of, like, it's like me saying, like, I only want to be successful in the field to enough where I can move to another field. If you like to rap and it's your passion, if you like to sing and it's your passion, almost to the point where you like Dolly Parton said one time in an interview, she was like, she just live, breathe, and sleep music. Like, it just runs through her veins. She didn't come into the business to make money. She just wanted to sing and put her talent out there and be recognized for it, and like spread whatever type of energy she wanted to put into the universe. And my thing is, it's like, if you're a rapper, like I'm saying, Rhianna could bow out right now and it would be fine. But the smartest thing that she could do is bow out now, because she left at the height of her musical career.
Yeah.
And that's why people are like anticipating another album for fucking 11 years. And then, you know, people like, she coming back. And then she hasn't released an album in 11 years, but she's performing at the Superbowl, which most artists don't even get to do in their entire lifetime. And they probably have bigger catalogs than her. But she gets to perform at the Superbowl because she it's kind of like, I put it like this. It's kind of like Nintendo. Nintendo don't release a lot of big bangers. They release the same fucking Mario games, but what they do is they make you wait so long before they release one, you're willing to take anything. And that's how it is with Rhianna. She's just like, people want my music. If I don't make any more music right now, I'm a legend forever. Because most artists' problem is they want to keep reaching and reaching and reaching. And then they reach the top of their career, and then they start plateauing and falling off. And then look at all of these artists that was like, oh man, you know, the first 3 albums was good. But people say all of Rihanna albums are great. So it's just kind of like, do I release another album and then possibly not get the reception that I need? And people be like, she out of touch with music. I mean, her fans are going to eat it. The hardcore fans are going to get it regardless and eat it up. But the casual people that she's probably worried about, like, dogging her music and then being like, well, Rihanna fell off, she's not the same one. Well, that's the end of her music career from the perspective of, like, she was still on the high when she left. Now it's just like, she tried to release another album. It didn't resonate with people. So it is what it is. I mean...
Yeah. I mean, I could see that, you know. That's possible. I really don't know her... I wouldn't want to sit here and say that I know what her, I guess, opinion on making another album is.
We can get to the deep stuff. He's clearly burnt out on the Rihanna talk. I mean, it's fine. You're straight. No. We understand. There's certain things you can't.
No, look, I know music and I love music, but I'm not the type of person that does any research on any band members or and like I'll tell you bands that I love. I could not tell you what the lead singer's name is, except for like Slipknot, because everybody knows who Corey Taylor is.
Yeah. So what he's saying, he's stuck in the past, like back in the day. No. What I'm saying, like back in the day, you didn't hear about. No one cared about celebrities' personal lives. All they cared about was the next music or the album.
That's how I am. Movie. Fine. Say I'm old school. You know, like I don't know many actors' names. I know the big ones. You know, or at least the big ones in my mind. You know, I don't know.
Like Bill Murray.
Yeah. I don't know any sports people's names except for the big ones like Kobe and LeBron, stuff like that. And I don't know anything about... I don't care about celebrities or their fucking lives. I don't care if they're a good person or a bad person. I like the shit. I like the art that they create.
True. I mean, that's kind of why you can't really cancel. Like, in my mind, when they try to cancel, like, any particular person that I like, I'm just kind of like, oh, they're not playing their music, they're trying to get them. I was like, first of all, you have to separate people's work from the things that they do as a person, because it's not exactly the same thing, and they don't go hand in hand, Absolutely. In my opinion.
And also, the thing is art is supposed to make you feel something. That's what art does. Whether it makes you feel something bad or feel something good, it's art if it makes you feel something.
Yeah.
And how are you going to sit there and cancel somebody for a piece of art that they put out into the world? Just because it's not something that you like, fuck, if you don't like it, don't fucking listen to it. That's super easy. There's a lot of music that I don't listen to because it's, in my mind, is trash. Like country music. Shit sucks.
Oh, wow. And you were just going to fucking throw it out there. I thought you were going to leave it anonymous for people to guess. Not be like, shit.
Whatever.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't even know. We do even have the deep topic.
I mean, I don't know. What's depends on where you want to go in the deep realm, if you will.
I mean, it's pretty deep, so I guess you could go in the particular direction. I don't know. Like, what would you... Like, I don't know. We really did not come prepared for... Oh, I didn't. I'm going to apologize. I didn't come very prepared for
this.
How
dare you?
What?
How dare you not be prepared?
Really? Because I come up with the topics 90% of the fucking time. Like, it's me. I'm doing the work, and you just like, come to my house. We'll record. Like, I don't think that's fair, but it is what it is. I was the one that approached you about the podcast, so it makes sense. I carry most of the weight. So when the money start rolling in...
If these people ever want to pay us for our weird... conversations.
I mean, they don't have to pay us. You can just click the link at the bottom. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, you can't do that. No, you can't. But you can give money and donations. I don't know. I would...
What would you do
if
you woke up one day and you were a fish? What kind of fish would you be? And,
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. If I woke up and I was a fish.
Yeah, you were a fish.
Okay,
would you be like a fish in a nice aquarium, or would you be out in the open sea? What kind of fish would you be?
Okay, so I would probably be the fish that I open my eyes, and to the right of me I see a metallic object, and then I'm like,
you're in a goldfish.
My mouth is opening drastically a lot, up and down, such and such. My gills are moving, and I'm flapping. Oh my God, I'm in a fucking frying pan.
So you wouldn't even have a life. You would just wake up and be dead.
Practically. Because I don't be no fucking fish. Okay, but I would, on a serious note, if I would be a fish, I don't know what kind of fish I would be. I don't think I would be anything dominating or like going around trying like a shark or anything like that. I think I would just be like a
grouper, just a very mellow, boring fish.
No, you bitch. I'm not boring. Anyway, I think I would be a fish of a medium size. I don't know what, I would live like somewhere along the coral reef, and I would just that would be like my habitation and where I would go. And I think I would just swim around, mind my business. I really won't give a fuck about nobody. Don't nobody mess with me. I won't mess with them.
Yeah.
Even in my own school of fish that I might swim with, it might just be like, all right, I'm with y'all bitches because we got one. Some of us gonna die. It ain't gonna be me. Some of us gotta die. So I'm riding with you now, but don't fuck with me.
Yeah. We see some danger. Guess what? I'm gone.
Yeah.
I don't know you people.
Yeah.
Or you fishes.
And I don't think I would be a captured fish. I think I would literally try to jump out the fishing bowl and kill myself. I would self-suicide if I was in a containment that small. Because I think I'm claustrophobic already. That would probably transfer over to my fish life.
Yeah, probably.
And then imagine being in the fish that are caught and then brought into like closed environments, whether it's an aquarium, but you go from being like in this open, endless ocean, do whatever you want. You probably won't go that far because you'll die, but you stay within a certain area, and then somebody snatches you up and throws you in a small fucking 4x4 tank, and you just got wall to wall every day, and then you gotta wait for these bitches to bring you food as opposed to just going out and scavenging it for yourself. You know,
yeah, that's true.
It just sounds like torture.
Absolutely.
What fish would you be?
I mean, I enjoy being social. To an extent. So I mean, I feel like that would also, I probably wouldn't live in like a coral reef. I might live near a coral reef, but not in it, you know? So, because I don't want to be around all those other fish being all up in my business all the time and shit like that. Okay. I like to be like off to the side, know that I can go hang out at the coral reef when I want to, but like come back to my own little fucking area. So, I mean, I'd probably be like a reclusive starfish.
Wow, yeah.
You know?
You'd be dead in no time.
I would not be dead.
Yeah, you would.
Nah, people...
Definitely.
No. I'd be the starfish that everybody likes that nobody wants to kill.
I take that back. I take back everything that I just said about what I wanted to be. You're a starfish, minding your business. I'm literally going to be fucking Dory. I'm just going to follow you and be like, how you doing?
Well, I'm not a clownfish, so you wouldn't be anywhere near me.
Yeah, I would come near you regardless, because I'm going to irritate the fuck out of you, because I don't know who you are.
You know, when you were talking about the type of fish you would be, in my head, I'm like, he'd be a fucking Dory. 100%.
First of all... I mean, if I'm with you,
he would have a family, but he wouldn't really fuck with them all the time. He would go off and do his own thing.
I would be Dory. You know, she's
just dumb as fuck.
First of all, Dory has memory problems. That's not her fault. She was born that way, but she's not dumb. She just has bad memory.
Born dumb doesn't mean like you're not dumb.
Oh my god. Next topic. We're done with the fish thing. You pulled it out of the sky because guess what? A fish popped up on the TV, and that's where he got his fucking question from.
100%. That's 100% where I got my question from. For 10 seconds,
you stared at that screen thinking of something, and I was like, he could say something about a fucking fish. Yeah. And it was like, if you was a fish, I was like, oh my god. That's why I was quiet, because I was like, I can't believe he fucking just did that. Like, oh, if you was a waterfall, what kind of waterfall would you be?
Probably a really fucking majestic one.
Oh, I doubt it. You literally have tattoo piercings. You have tattoos and you have piercings all over your face. You would be
a fucking lava waterfall, a lava fall.
No, you're not dangerous. Come on.
I can be if I need to be.
First of all, nobody's believing that. Okay, so if you was a waterfall, you would most likely be...
You just said that because a waterfall popped up on the screen.
Yeah, I'm being you, bitch. That's exactly what I'm doing. You wouldn't be majestic. You would be like a landslide. Just like killing everybody. So it's like, yes, like...
I don't hurt people. I'm a good person. I'd be like a baby avalanche.
A baby avalanche?
Okay. Because I'm soft and... cold sometimes.
Yeah, and you kill shit. And smother shit. You fall on stuff and you kill it.
No. I'd be like an avalanche of like snow falling off of a roof onto the ground. You know, it's not gonna kill you. It might smother you a little bit, but you'll be fine.
Smother a little bit. And what scenario would smothering a little bit mean? Like, when you say smothering, like. They're like they dig their way out and then they can breathe after a few seconds.
No, not like a little bit. As in like I might get on you a little bit, but it ain't nothing bad.
Avalanche that stop at your knees. Okay,
very end of the avalanche, you know, where it just kind of slides up and dirties your shoes a little bit.
All right, so we've been talking and rambling about crazy shit for now, but. I do have a topic. You brought up a good one. What type of fish you would be? So I thought of a topic that might be interesting. It's like if the world ended in any scenario, right? Okay. Zombie apocalypse, whatever. where would you be? What would the event be? And then, like, do you think you would survive, and for how long? Or would you even want to survive?
I mean, I like to think I'm a decently resourceful person. You know, I was in the Boy Scouts for a good long amount of time. So I have some sort of, I guess, survival instinct. I do, like, look, if it was a zombie apocalypse, I'm not going to fucking lie to you guys. I'd probably die because I don't have cable TV. I don't really watch the news. I don't really get news notifications. So by the time I found out a zombie apocalypse would be happening, I live in a fucking apartment complex. Chances are the only way I would find out is by fucking zombies running around outside my apartment. And by that time, it'd be a crapshoot for me to get to my car to fucking drive away.
And this is true. Let me give everybody a visual of what Chris looks like, so it'll give you a better understanding of why he would die, okay? Very quickly. Mainly, Chris is...
I don't like the way you said that.
I'm going to explain it, and then you will change your mind, because I'm going to make you sound like Thor. So he's 6'4". He wears a size 10 shoe.
Dude, listen, they didn't need to know that shit. That's fucking rude.
What are you talking about? That's a good size shoe.
Nothing. Okay, no. All
right, okay.
That has nothing to do with my survival.
Okay, well, your steps, how wide your feet is determines how many steps you can take, which determines how fast you are.
No, that's not true. It's how long your fucking, like, wingspan of your legs are.
Yeah, okay, well, fine. Either way, he's a 6'4". He looked like he could lift 180 pounds.
Wow.
Wait, is that a lot? Is that too low?
Did you say 180 or just 80? Because
I thought I said 180.
Okay, yeah, I mean, probably
140. So anyway, it would be a zombie apocalypse. Okay. You would die because you don't have access to the news or the internet. Or,
I have access to the internet. I just don't really
use it.
Yeah. So like, it's more of I probably wouldn't get the information in time for me to get the fuck out. But if I did have the chance to do that, I do know of people that I would hit up and be like, "Yo, I'm coming to your pad." I'd probably go to the owner of my tattoo shop right now's place because he lives on a farm. He's got a good amount of land. He's got guns. Yeah, I'd go over there first, and then plus, like having a lot of land, you'd be able to see some shit coming at you from a while away. And he's got animals, which I feel like we could use those to distract the zombies to get away. I mean, it sounds fucked up, but the zombie apocalypse is happening. I'm not going to risk my life over a baby goat. Like, plain and simple. That baby goat is dead. But yeah, so I'd get over there, get some guns, and just hit up some homies and see what they're doing. If they need to come over to, the farm, and we could hopefully build up a crew of tattoo artists with guns.
They did. So if I were in an extinction or end of the world type scenario, I would prefer it to be an asteroid, preferably about half the size of the moon.
And just die, period?
No. Why would I die? Can I finish? You didn't let me finish.
Okay, go on.
Jesus Christ. There's no respect. So, I would have, oh my God. I would have, dang it, I'm just repeating the same thing over and over again.
Yeah,
So it would be an asteroid this about half the size of the moon. Maybe like the size of maybe New York. Because half the size of the moon would destroy the whole fucking planet.
That's why I said then we would just die. Because that would
the size of New York. A little bit smaller. Maybe Manhattan.
Okay.
All right. So then the asteroid hits. I would like the asteroid to hit North Carolina. specifically 2021 West. Yeah, my address.
So we would die.
I want to die immediately.
So then I was right. Why did you have to fucking cut me off?
I do not want. Listen, if things are shitty,
dude, knowing your luck, it's gonna hit in like China, and you're gonna be like,
no, I don't want. I want it to be over quick and swift and done. Now, zombie apocalypse. If I was in your zombie apocalypse world, I think I would survive hands down easy. Our members have been talking about this for years. We have a complete plan about what we're gonna do if a zombie apocalypse happens.
Well, then I'm calling you.
No, go with your tattoo friends because y'all gonna die on land, try tattooing each other and getting bit. And I don't even know if you have any work tattooing because what's the odds of you possibly using a needle that somebody got infected with?
I only use needles that are sterilized, and it's not hard to sterilize a needle.
First of all, we're talking about a hypothetical scenario in a different dimension where there are zombies.
I thought it was this dimension, but the zombie apocalypse just happened to happen in this dimension.
Chris, no, that is stupid. Why would it be? Why would it be now? I don't want it to happen in the real world. We're talking
Nobody wants it to happen. People aren't like, yo,
that's not true. There are people there are those people called those extremists that are prepared in case anything ever happens.
Survivalists.
Is that really them? No, I think there's a worse name for them than survivalist. It's like another word for it.
It's like apocalypse.
Yeah,
preparers or some shit like
something like that. But like they try to make them sound crazy.
Well, yeah, because they're not what the man wants you to be. So obviously, anything that doesn't involve you being a consumer is gonna be weird and awful.
Okay, so what about tattoo people? Like piercings are more acceptable now. So like back in the day, that was considered weird, and I would put them in a different box.
I guess technically back in the like early United States days and stuff like that was looked at weird. But like if you look at ancient Egyptians, they wore a lot of jewelry.
Yeah. Of course, pharaohs would have piercings in their nose and multiple earrings, and they had to make sure they was dripping in gold from head to toe.
And look at tribal people. They have a bunch of piercings. They have those gauges on their lips and shit like that. Yes. So, like, body modification has always been a thing in all cultures.
But mainstream societies usually tend to want to, like you said, if it doesn't conform to their norms, then they want to put a stamp on it and label it as something you don't want to do or be, and let bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
Or we just kill all y'all. That's what their bygones be bygones was.
But it just sounds like jealousy, if you ask me.
So people are jealous of your diamond in the middle of your forehead.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not Little Uzi Vert or whatever with a big ass 24 karat diamond in my forehead.
It could be while your money going.
If I had enough money to do that, I would not do that. That's for sure.
But that wasn't a piercing. Just out of curiosity, that diamond in his head, it was not a piercing.
It was like implanted in his head, and it was stupid, and it didn't work. Which any piercer would fucking tell you that wouldn't work.
Why? Because I'm not educated enough to know that.
So like, it's a genuine stone. Mm-hmm. Genuine stones have no, like, your body will recognize it as a foreign object and push it out. When your body has something in it that's a foreign object, it pushes it out.
Yeah.
It does, and like there are only a few things that the body doesn't recognize as foreign objects that you can put in your body and have it work. So honestly, if that diamond had been encased in like a titanium little, I guess, footing and then properly implanted into his head, it probably would have stayed. Mm-hmm. But since he just put a fucking rock in his head, it's not gonna fucking stay. That's literally the dumbest shit ever.
Wow. I didn't know that. I mean, I don't know much about it. I just know that, like you said, your body, foreign objects, I know your body will fight off and try to eject it from without the system, or reject it out of the system. I mean, there are only a few things that your body will allow. Is any of them piercings? Like, since people get piercings, or
so certain metals are good. Like all of my piercings are titanium, because titanium is the best metal that you can put into your body. It doesn't have any traces of nickel in it, and a lot of people have allergies to nickel, and so that's why if someone were to get a piercing with, say, stainless steel does have trace amounts of nickel in it, and if they ever see like their ear around the jewelry turning like a green or blackish kind of color, it's their reaction to the nickel in the jewelry. So like that type of metal, and obviously lead and like other stuff, but like 14 karat gold is another good thing that you can use to put into your body. So like some of my piercings are 14 karat gold, and they, like it's the strongest gold that can withstand a little bit of pressure. Like I'm pretty sure the highest carat of gold is 24 karat gold, and that's the most pure gold that you can get, but it's too soft. So like if you had an earring of 14 karat or 24 karat gold and you slept on it, it would bend. But like you have a earring that's a 14 karat gold that has a little bit of other metals in it to fortify it, that will allow it to hold its shape and still, be a nice piece of jewelry in your.
So so as far as we're talking about right now, there's only two things that your body can take without rejecting, and that's jewelry and a penis. So I think that in itself, was a good segue into like, I guess, the next topic, which is weird because I'm so confused about this mic. Sometimes it looks like it's picking up audio, and sometimes it's like,
I know, like sometimes we're super loud, and other times we're like barely even speaking. Anyways, so I guess we're segueing into penis inside of people.
Wow, that's not what I said. I said it was just a nice segue, and I was going to change it to something completely different. And I don't think there's enough experience here for us to talk about penis inside of anything.
Whoa, hold on a second. What are you talking about? I put my penis in plenty of things.
First of all, having a penis in you does not classify you to be able to talk about penises. I'm saying, like, you don't...
I have a penis. I think I can talk about penises.
So okay. By all means, go ahead. What would you like to say about penises, Chris?
I don't have anything to say about penises.
But you just said you can contribute information to a conversation about penises.
Well, what would you like to know?
What does it feel like to suck a penis?
I have no idea.
So then you cannot contribute anything.
That has nothing to do with me having a penis.
Oh my God.
I could tell you what it feels like to get my dick sucked.
Oh my God. Go ahead. Let them know. I don't.
It really depends on the person.
Oh God.
Like there's so many different types of blowjobs, I guess I would say. And one thing I've noticed in my years of experience, there's not many overachievers, if you will.
Oh, wow. So you're saying that people aren't putting in enough work?
No, I mean, maybe, but also at the same time, I just think more people say they enjoy doing it, but actually are only saying that for somebody else's, I guess, pleasure, in a sense, because you can tell by their performances that they don't actually enjoy it. Like, when you enjoy something, when you truly enjoy something, you normally just get good at it just because you like doing it. So you're going to find ways to, get really good at it. And it just happens. When you enjoy, like I enjoy drawing. Since I enjoy drawing, over time of drawing more, I got better at it. Whatever you enjoy doing, you always get better at it, and it doesn't seem like work to get better at it because you enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I've been told by many a female that they really love doing it, but I can tell you by their performances that they don't fucking love doing it.
Okay. First of all, I like to apologize to the straight community, because while gays will always stand by straight women and help them, pick out good clothes and help them by being a shoulder you can lean on, maybe we're not sharing the correct knowledge and information.
Absolutely not.
I mean,
you need to teach them how to suck dick, because obviously, as a gay man, if you like to suck dick, you're gonna be good at it, like, plain and simple. Because I feel like the gay community is just very sexual in general.
Yes, we're known for being promiscuous. And I wouldn't say for myself, but I know a lot of gay men. Like, when I was in college, there was this one guy. I was part of the LGBTQ plus club, if you want to say. It was like a little society, and they wanted to make awareness on campus. Mm-hmm. And I just remember one guy, we were sitting around talking about numbers. And I was like 24, 25 at the time. Mm-hmm. And he was like 18 or 19. His name will be anonymous unless he listens, and you'll know it's you. I was like, we were talking about numbers, and I was like, oh, I've only been with like 3 guys. And it was like, what? I was like, 3 guys. And then it was just like, oh my God, you haven't done anything. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm 25 years old. I'm the oldest one standing here. How many people have y'all been with? And then said, God was like, 120.
How do you fucking keep counting at that much?
You're 19 going on 20. How did you rack these bodies up? Like, you had to have been like really going to work. And then he was like, oh, I count all encounters as sexual encounters. I'm not talking about just penetration. He's like, just giving a blowjob, a hand job, like anything that requires like physically touching another man in a sexual way was his idea of intimacy or sexual encounter.
That makes sense. It is a form of intimacy.
Yeah, a foreign encounter. So he would document this stuff, and like I met one person who keeps a book and writes the name of every person, and they might even write down the full name. Sometimes he would write like
I low key used to do
somebody
that
from the gym. You fucking wrote girls' names down that you fucked?
Yeah,
wow.
I wrote girls' names down, and I put a star count next to their names, depending on how good they were.
You're an asshole.
Hey, nobody saw that shit. It was just for my eyes only.
Where's that book at now?
I threw it away when I moved out here.
Did you burn it, or did you just throw it away?
I threw it away.
So somebody saw it?
Maybe. If somebody went through my fucking trash.
So you're an asshole.
Yeah.
I could rate the people that I've had sex with, but I don't feel the need to write it down in a book. Like, did you reference it for something? I don't understand.
I thought, look, all right, listen. There was like a little notebook that I had that anytime I would get laid, I would write their name in it. And I did it up to like 15 or 20 chicks. And then I basically put it in the back of my closet. And I didn't touch it again. And when I was moving out, I was going through all my shit that I had. And I fucking saw that. And I was just like, this is funny. But I don't really do this anymore. And so I threw it out.
Interesting. Okay, I guess that's a fair point. You didn't do anything bad other than write girls' names down in a book and rate how good their sex was. Now, question: did they get a 4-star if they did a good blowjob, but they were bad at taking back shots?
There'd be different subcategories. So it'd be like the sex and then blowjob, because like someone could be bomb in bed but terrible at their head game.
Okay, you can't have both. Then you need to pick one.
What do you mean?
You can't have both. Pick one.
Okay, yeah, but like, I'm not saying I have to have both. There are times when I had sex that I didn't get a blowjob, which is fine with me. I prefer, like, since I've realized that most women either don't like it or just aren't great at it, I would say I prefer not to get head in the first place. Like, if she really wants to and she asks me to do it, then I'm down for it. But I prefer just eating pussy. Because I know that I really enjoy doing that.
One second. Yeah, that tastes nasty. Go ahead.
Well, listen, I enjoy the flavor.
Okay.
On occasion. Like, every girl tastes different. And so there are some flavors that I enjoy, and there are some that I tolerate.
So I like big meaty steaks, and you like bologna.
Whoa, that is so rude.
That's not rude.
Bologna?
Listen,
no.
From a one-time experience, bologna.
No. You cannot judge the flavor of every girl's vagina based on one experience.
I can if I'm gay, because I ain't doing that shit again.
Okay, but fair enough. But listen, you might have had bologna, but I've had some fucking, like...
Go ahead.
Wagyu, top of the line, fucking...
Can I ask any females out there, in what scenario would you want your pussy compared to Wagyu? Wagyu? It sounds disgusting.
It's some of the... Dude, you'll spend $150 on a fucking Wagyu steak. Easily. It's the best meat you could possibly fucking get.
Is it?
It is.
Is it?
It is.
I don't know about that.
Have you ever had it?
Clearly not.
Clearly not. You don't even know what the fuck it is.
Okay, that don't mean it's the best in the world.
It is the best in the world.
That's because your palate told you that.
It's because everybody's palate says that.
Wrong. Mm-hmm. Everybody?
Everybody.
Wow. That was a bit culturally inappropriate. I'm totally joking, dude. I'm not that fucking sensitive. I don't care. You didn't say anything to offend me. I'm probably the whitest acting black guy you ever seen in your life.
You're whitewashed as fuck.
Not whitewashed. I was raised in the country by 2 black people. So I can't be like adopted and now I'm being forced into the white culture. It's just because people always classify like the way
most of your male friends are white.
Yeah.
Whitewashed.
No. What? You make no sense. I'm not. I mean, I have white friends. Yes, I have fairly few white friends, but like that's only because the things in the circles I travel in seem to. That's not true. I know Gabby. That's a girl, not a man. Yeah. And then my brothers.
You're related to them. That doesn't fucking count.
But I talk to them all the time, and I hang out with them a lot.
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
That doesn't count.
I have cousins.
Still family.
Okay, so, dang. Oh, this is getting deep. Hold on. So, now you're just trying to decipher why I don't have a lot of black male friends.
Yeah.
And...
that aren't your family.
Okay, because, to be honest, a lot of black guys, I don't know. I was treated a certain way growing up based on the way I talk and the way I act. So, either I was too faggy, if you want to use that word, or either I was too like proper. But my parents didn't. I didn't go to no prestigious school. I didn't watch anything that made me want. If anything, if I watched anything, I would have been a fucking Power Ranger by now. So
I could see you as a Power Ranger.
Shut the fuck
You'd
up.
be the green one.
Wow. Thank you. That's a compliment, actually. Jason, rest in peace. But no, like I don't know. I just feel like I didn't act a certain way, so I was always shunned upon. And then, like, black guys that were interested in me when I got older, like, if it was in the gay community, or even if I tried, like, my best friend, Walter, is not black. He's Hispanic. He's the father of my goddaughter. But, like, I don't know. Me and him just clicked when we met, and I just feel like with a lot of black guys, one, either I'm not cultural enough into the streets for them, or two, it's just like, oh, Sherman is a bitch. And I have very dry humor. So sometimes people don't even know when I'm joking. They might think I'm serious. But, like, it's just dry and I deliver it in a dry way. But that's, like, the sarcasm of my humor is just, like, it's dry. I'm not putting effort into it. You should be able to tell that I'm not serious.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It did take me a little bit of a grace period, if you will, to get used to your humor. But now I know when you're joking.
What do you mean, a grace period? How long was this grace period?
That is not necessarily something
I was very nice to you. I was very nice to you when I met you.
I know that, and I'm just saying, like, I think it took me a little bit of time to get used to your sense of humor for me to understand when you were joking or not.
Oh, this is true. But I don't know. I guess I don't have any black friends. So if anybody listening and want to be my friend and you're black, I'm open and I'm down. We can go to the club. We could, do a drive-by at a local gas station and not robbing, like getting food and snacks after we got high or something.
I don't think that's the word. I don't think drive-by is the word that you use for that type of situation.
See, this is making me sound more white-ish, so you need to stop. I was joking. That was not a serious moment. I know that drive-by would come off as like, aggressive robbery, but...
I don't think they're robberies. It's just gang activity.
It's gang to shoot people. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. It's been a long day. Okay, for me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
Anyway, you don't care.
I do.
Chris, we're not doing this. tries to be everybody's fucking therapist. Every time it's just like, how are you feeling? No, really, tell me. What's going on?
How did that make you feel?
And I'm like, no one's believing you're a therapist.
I'm a great therapist. Oh, actually, great story. So there's this one time back when I lived in California. I went. My family has a cabin in the mountains out there, and I would go out there every now and then with friends. And I was really the only one who used that cabin for the longest time, and I fucking loved it. It was very cool. But we would go out there and do drugs and just vacation. So I took a couple friends out there. I was dating a girl at the time, so it was me and the girl I was dating, and then our other two friends who were also a couple. And so we go out there. They brought some ecstasy with them. We took some ecstasy one night, and we were having a good time. And I don't know how this happened, but it got to a point to where like I was being a therapist for their relationship to them. And my girlfriend at the time, she didn't take any ecstasy. She had gone to bed by this point, but I was basically sitting in the living room like, all right, you tell me your side of the story. Okay, now let's listen to your side of the story, and let's kind of try and figure out what the issue is here. And yeah, it was funny.
Okay. The only question that matters that me and the listeners want to know from that moment that you just said, is that couple still together?
Yeah, they're still together. They've been married for a little while.
We'll check back in on that scenario before we determine whether you're a good therapist or not.
I'm a great therapist.
Okay.
I listen. I understand. And I give great advice.
Okay, so I need you to give me some advice right now. I need you.
All right, let's hear it.
To demonstrate what is the perfect blowjob.
Oh, listen, I won't demonstrate it because that's not something that I personally do. But I will let you know, in my opinion, what a perfect blowjob is. Well, clearly
you were demonstrating. You have a perfect object over there that you could
That's use. A bong.
Yes.
You suck it in a different way.
Well, I'm sure you can make...
My mouth is not that big around. I cannot fit that thing in my mouth.
I can say it might be that big around.
I have TMJ. I can't open
What is TMJ?
TMJ is basically when I was younger, I used to clench my teeth when I got angry, and it fucks up your jaw muscles. And then also I used to grind my teeth while I slept, and that also fucks up your jaw muscles. And so, like... I'm sure you've heard it before. Every now and then, if I yawn or I open my mouth too wide, my jaw will lock open and I have to crack it back into place. So
why do you have to do it? You don't go to the doctor to let them do it?
I mean, it happened when it first started happening. I couldn't put it back myself, but it happened so many times over the course of a few years that the bone on the left side where it dislocates has worn down enough to where I can easily put it back myself and it doesn't hurt.
Okay. That's good to know. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. But you were about to demonstrate or give me an example of the perfect blowjob.
Honestly, first of all, I want to be able to see that she's enjoying it. Like, you can tell when you look at somebody who's sucking dick if they're enjoying doing it or if they're just doing it to please somebody else. Mm-hmm. If they're not doing it for their pleasure, then you can tell. And that, in my head, is a turnoff because I want them to enjoy themselves.
So you're saying, from your perspective, you need to be able to physically see the person, so you can look at their face or an angle of their face.
Yeah. I want to at least either see or feel that they're enjoying themselves. And there are, I guess, certain tells that you can really tell if somebody's enjoying themselves, even if you're not looking down and watching them. Like, you can feel it. And then I personally really enjoy a sloppy blowjob. The more spit, the better. Like, come on. That's just, maybe I'm nasty. I don't know, but oof. So just sloppy as fuck. Basically make it sound like she's choking on a bunch of mac and cheese type of shit, you know? And then also a huge one is, look, I don't want to feel your teeth. They might be pretty, you might have some nice teeth, but that they don't feel good on a dick at all. Even if it's a little bit, like even a little bit can feel like a little bit of sandpaper, and a little bit of sandpaper does not belong down there.
Okay.
Dude, one time I was hooking up with this chick, so me and my family used to go out to South Carolina every other year because I had family who lived in South Carolina. So we'd rent a beach house. We'd stay in the beach house for a week or two. I've always been the person in my family who would normally just go off and do my own thing. And so there was this one neighborhood that we always rented a beach house in. And so I went out one day walking around, and most of the homes over there were summer homes, either owned by families or companies, and they'd rent them out if they weren't there at the time. But I don't know. So I met this one chick in the community, and we hit it off. Eventually, we go down to the beach with each other, and we went. It was low tide, and so the water had gone out super far, and so we found this little island area that was far enough away from like everybody else that nobody was gonna see us if we were fucking around. And so we went out there, and she gave me head, and it was probably some of the situation was cool, but I learned then real quick why beach sex is not a great thing, because sand gets into places and it's terrible. Like, this chick was giving me head, and I think she got some sand in her mouth, and it just felt like a fucking sandpaper was just rubbing up and down my dick, and it was not enjoyable. Okay,
so I have several things I feel like you said might not be the best advice, or not advice, but like the best blowjob. Because one, sloppy whatever head can be enjoyable and good in a fantasy or fetish scenario, but like on average, I don't need any gagging or like super like you're about to throw up at any point.
Dude, I had a chick throw up on my dick one time and just kept going, and that was like so hot.
Chris, I am trying my best to like vibe with you on this topic, but you are
Look, I'm sorry that you're a little bit of a prude.
I'm a prude.
And that you don't enjoy the finer things in life.
I'm a prude. I'm not that being gay means you can't be a prude, but like my sex life has been some very wild places. I've even said on the podcast one time we were talking about sex, I've said some very crazy scenarios I've been in, but like I don't know, sometimes I feel reserved. Like I don't like talking about sex because I'm the type of person that rather do it. I'm the type of person that rather like go through the experience. And I'll just say like the best head I've ever received, was from someone who was definitely could have been called a head doctor, because
the best head I've ever had for sure
was from a doctor.
Was by a mistress of cocksucking ability. Like,
yes, your words.
It's like she worshipped the dick, and the dick was her god. It was, and listen, she didn't have a gag reflex, so there was no gagging going on. But still the best head of my life. So I'm not saying that gagging has to be a point. And honestly, I personally don't really... I think I would say I prefer a girl not to have a gag reflex. Because it can still be sloppy without a gag reflex. But I like when a girl can deep throat me, and because I can feel her throat, and that feels a lot better than her mouth. Let's be real. And I don't know, I just kind of feel in some terms that like, I guess a gag could almost feel like they're not enjoying it, like they're in pain in a sense.
Yeah.
So I personally would prefer them not to have a gag reflex, but if they do, and they're still going for it, like they are a tribal child who hasn't eaten in a while, and then they just get a Big Mac in front of them, and they just go for it.
Oh, Chris, the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you compare those two? Okay, so first of all, no.
Oh yeah.
Second of all, hell no. What? That kind of just threw me off. I was following you until you said that part, and it just completely fucked up the entire thing. Okay, so let me just put it this way. What I think I'm getting from Chris is that Chris is a soft top.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Do you know what a soft top is?
I would imagine that a soft top is someone who normally plays the dominating role, but isn't necessarily a dom in the domination sense.
True. So it's kind of like, I'll put it this way, and don't take this the wrong way, anybody. It's kind of like being fucked by what you presume would be like a heavenly angel. Like, they wouldn't fuck you hard. They would make sure you are in pleasure at all times. Like, that's usually what a soft top is. They literally get off by making someone else get pleasure to the extreme.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that's...
Yeah, and I'm a dom top. I prefer... I don't want to hurt anybody, but, like, if you can show me that you can handle a beating and you enjoy it, and I get to, like, I get to go Super Saiyan. I get to release all of my everything into that moment, and I'm just, like, yeah, smacking, clapping. You hear everything. There's, like, we're hitting, our skin is making contact so hard that there's literally the sweat between the skin as it hits just literally implode into, like,
just evaporates.
Yeah, it just evaporates. Like, that's like that, and it's not even, I'm not like that all the time, but, like, for me, it's like that's usually when you work up to it, because I am a soft top to a certain extent. I like to make sure the person that I'm getting, I am entertaining and enjoying the experience, but, like, I do feel like there's an animalistic side of me to where I become, like, when I'm comfortable and I know you're enjoying it and I can go all out and enjoy it, there's this animalistic side of me that just comes out, and it's just like, now I'm going to own this. Now let me show you what I can really do. Because majority of the times, and I'm not being cocky, majority of the time I do have sex, I hold back because it's always like, I'm in pain, or this is too much, or go slow. And then I'm just kind of, so I've spent most of my life in sexual scenarios where I'm, like, always reserved and feel like I got to go slow to appreciate the person.
Keeping the animal in the cage.
Yeah. So when I get to a scenario where it's just like, oh, like, if I'm topping someone, I'm not saying anybody in particular, but I know someone from my past that I have topped, and it was like moaning, enjoying, and then it was just like, it was like a little throwing the ass back in doggy style. And
so
like
they were basically almost like a power bottom, and you were like,
yeah, but they didn't tell me they was kind of like a power bottom. So what ended up happening was, like, I felt challenged, and then my animalistic side was just kind of like, oh, so you think you ready for this? Oh, I'm about to fucking show you. So that's like, okay. That was like when I was just like, all right, if you're gonna throw it back like this, then I'm gonna make sure you remember this, but not in like a rapey way at all. But I just want to make sure that's clear. That is not it. It is just a very dominant side.
I wasn't getting that vibe.
But anyway, that sex. Anyway, the head thing is like, I don't know. Like, I enjoy head. I've just never come from head, and that's like a confession that I guess I've never told anybody. I've never come from head a day in my life. It feels good. I will stay hard through the entire process, or I'll fluctuate between medium and, like, rock hard. But I will not, like, be like, you will never get me. And I've had guys be like, oh, you just never had me, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And all right, okay, I'll go for it. And then they would do it, and then I wouldn't come, and it'll be like 30 minutes, 40 minutes go by, and it'll be like, are you getting close? I'm like, I told you, you signed up for this. I said this is an endless road, and you was like, oh, I'm going to drive this bitch. I let you drive and now you're tired. You're falling asleep at the wheel. You can't keep going. And then I'm just like, all right, well, we ain't got to do this.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, so like, I get what you're saying. And also, I'm not offended by what you said just because there's no reason to be. There's different, everybody has a different personality and everybody has a different sexual like mindset, I guess. So, you know, that works for you. And look, there are times when I am more dominant, but like I have to be comfortable with the person and also know that they're into that kind of thing. You know, there are times when I am more dominant than a soft top. But I guess I would say that majority of the time I am a soft top, but I do thoroughly enjoy pleasing my partner. So like I mean, if I'm not having sex often, then I'm probably gonna be a 2-pump chump for the first couple times that we have sex, and then I'll get back used to it, and my body's gonna be like, oh, okay, I know what's going on now, and my stamina will increase, and so it allows me to, you know, like explore other things with the person, but yeah.
All right, well, let's just be honest, okay? It's been an hour. We've rambled about topics that I don't even remember, so I'm going to possibly have to listen to this back just to come up with a description or some title for this video because I don't even know.
Yep.
But, I mean, when it comes to the whole sexual thing, for me, I just wanted to make it very clear, okay? For anybody listening, let me get close to the mic. I just want to say, in no way was I saying my dominant side was a rapey side. Because
nobody was thinking that.
I know, but I'm just saying, I thoroughly like the person that I am with to enjoy themselves a lot. It's just that sometimes when the Hulk come out, he smash.
And that's a good way to end it.
No, all right. Well, thanks for listening to the podcast.
Oh, by the way, real quick, I just remembered.
Oh God.
So earlier we were talking about who's funnier. I'd like to get the audience's opinion on this. Which one of us do you think is funnier?
Oh.
Don't worry. His feelings won't be hurt.
Okay, first of all, my feelings are never hurt. And I already know who's funnier, okay? It's always going to be...
Me.
No, me. I'm the funny one.
See,
all right.
That's why we need your guys' opinion. Let us know.
All right, guys. Thank you. And you know what? Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye.
Bye.